Hi there, it's me again. The other day we discussed reflecting points and figures in the X and Y axes. Today we're going to discuss reflecting points and figures in lines other than the axes. Take this first example here. When we want to reflect the point 1, 4 in the line x equals 3. Well, to do that, first we have to plot the point 1, 4. We go to 1 on the x and 4 on the y, and we plot our point. Then we have to graph the line x equals 3. The line x equals 3 passes through 3 on the x-axis, and it's a vertical line passing through that point. I'm going to make it dotted so we don't get it confused with the axes. To reflect this point, let's call it A, in the line x equals 3, I need to count how far that point is to the line of reflection. It happens to be 2 units away. I continue 2 units away on the other side and mark my reflection, which will be called A prime. The coordinates of which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. So that point became 5, 4. That's the image. The next point we're going to reflect is -3, -4. We go to -3, -4, and we plot our point right there. And if we want to reflect it in the line y equals -2, we go to where y equals -2, and we graph a horizontal line through that point. That's the line y equals -2. To reflect this point, we will call it B. In the line y equals -2, we count the perpendicular distance to the line of reflection. It happens to be 2 units away, and we continue 2 units on the other side. Mark the image, call the image B prime, and that image is -3, 0. There you have it. To reflect points in lines other than the axes, you need to graph the line of reflection and then physically move the point over the line to get your reflection. Let's go to the next page. On this page, we're going to reflect triangle PST in the line y equals 1. We're going to take a figure and reflect the figure. First, we need to graph the line y equals 1, since the triangle is already graphed for us. I go to where y equals 1, and I graph the horizontal line that represents the line of reflection. From here, I need to go to each vertex and figure out how far each vertex is from the line of reflection. Let's start with T. T is 2 units away from the line of reflection. I'll continue 2 units to the other side to mark T prime. Now I'll go to S. S is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units away. I'll continue 7 units on the other side to make S prime. Going to P, P happens to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away. Continuing 5 on the other side will give me P prime. Let's get rid of all these extra marks here. Clean it up a little bit. Now if I connect T prime to P prime to S prime back to T prime, I have the reflection of triangle PST. It's called P prime, T prime, S prime. Let's mark the coordinates. P prime, S prime, and T prime. So P prime happens to be 3, -4. S prime is 6, -6. And T prime is 5, -1. There we have both the coordinates and the image of triangle PST after a reflection in the line y equals 1. There's one more thing I want to take a look at that we discussed previously, and that is the orientation of a figure. The orientation of a figure is the naming of a figure, the order in which you name the figure. Up here, we named the figure triangle PST. If you look at the first figure, the original image, to name it PST, we move clockwise around the figure. After it's been reflected, to name it PST, we need to go in the opposite direction or counterclockwise. A reflection is the only transformation that changes the orientation or the naming of the figure. Each time you reflect a figure, the naming of the figure will change from clockwise to counterclockwise or from counterclockwise to clockwise. And that's it. I hope I've helped you understand how to reflect points and figures in lines other than the axes. Good luck.